I played Bedwars with every strategy to see which one is the worst. I've decided to voice over the footage of me playing, as I don't speak that often when gaming, and when I do, it tanks my game sense. I've split it into categories, with the first one being rookie mistakes, the second one being why, just why, and the third one being holy mother of computer processors, what the hell are you doing? Rookie mistakes. Bad strategy number 1. Tower counter rush. If you're a sweat, then you've probably seen this one a lot of times. You go to rush and they tower up in a panic. This strategy is mainly used for intimidation, but it's not very practical. It's like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the swordsman flexes his swords and tries to intimidate Indy, but Indy pulls out his gun and shoots the swordsman, with the rusher being Indy and the rushy being the swordsman. Playing with this strategy, which you are seeing now, I was able to kill the guy, but only because I was blasting rushy Fonk and have a little bit of game sense. Whatever you do, don't tower counter rush, unless you know exactly what you're doing. Bad strategy 2. Wrong way rushing. This bad strategy is very common among noobs. They go to diamonds, emeralds, or a different enemy's island. This is what kills a lot of runs, unless your rush also rushes the wrong way. I was able to get away with this because my rush was also wrong waying. This jeopardized me later in the game, however, as my rush tried to rush me. My personal verdict is again, don't do it unless you know exactly what you're doing. Bad strategy 3. Making the wrong enemies at the wrong time. This is another bad strategy noobs use, and even in some professional players. Making sure you know who to rush is crucial to your chances of success. In a game of Bedwars, you realistically want no more than 2 enemies rushing you. Ideally, you want 1 enemy. The less enemies you have at one time, the higher your chances of success are. My personal verdict is, do not make any more enemies than you can handle. This varies from player to player. Bad strategy 4. Slow bridging. You can be incredibly skilled at PvP, you could combo the sweatiest sweats, and this can still kill your run. If you can't speed bridge or you don't feel confident in speed bridging, you can just bridge while holding A and S down, or S and D if you want to. Just don't slow bridge. Just don't, it sucks. Category 2. Why? Just why? Bad strategy 5. Being a show-off. Whatever you do in Bedwars, don't fuck your skills or your setup in chat. No one cares. I'm sorry, but no one cares if you have a 7950X or an RTX 4090 or 2TB of RAM or any of the above. Don't flex any personal information either. That is just a ground rule from the internet. Unless you want to get doxxed. My verdict is, just don't be a show-off, it's a bad idea. Bad strategy 6. Being toxic. A lot of people here aren't familiar with Gift, but it states that the average person with anonymity and an audience creates a generally toxic person. Don't call the people nasty slurs in Bedwars. They don't give a damn. Plus, actions speak louder than words. If you desperately want to traumatize someone in Bedwars, just cheese them so hard that it's branded into their brain, slowly driving them mad. My verdict coming from first-hand info. Don't be toxic. No one cares, and you could get banned. Don't worry, I haven't been banned and never intend to. Hey, before we go on to the next section, I want to tell you I now have a Discord server. The link to it is in the description. Okay, category 3. Holy mother of computer processors. What the hell are you doing? Bad strategy 7. No items, no iron tools, just using endstone for blocks. This was recommended to me by a friend when I asked him for bad strategies. And my verdict is, that's just a bad idea in general. Just don't. If you do want to do this, you're most likely a sociopath, insane, or want to be cool. No, it makes you look like an idiot. Bad strategy 8. Kratos. If you're familiar with the God of War franchise, you'll know what this is. Again, don't do it. It's a bad idea. You'll look stupid. Bad strategy 9. Quarantine. This is a terrible strategy for Bedwars. You just shouldn't do it. It's stupid, it's dumb, it's idiotic, it's bad. If you want to be mocked for the rest of your life in the Bedwars community, use this strategy. There are many more bad strategies out there, but yet to be discovered, and some covered in obscurity. Some of them will never be found, but I have chosen my 9. If you want, you can recommend some bad strategies for me to try out in the comments below. Well, thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.